You're right, lads. It's me, Ingram. What's this? We're on a computer. I know, right? I'm mental. But this is a bit late for me, obviously, because it's 5 games into the season odd. But I'm gonna be doing something a bit different, you know. Not everyone will do this after the transfer window. I'm gonna be changing it around. I'm gonna be doing it at the transfer window. Apologies for the noise. I've got a fan on. Obviously, I'll just close the curtains down to get a bit of the less light in there, so the stupid camera won't be blinded the entire time. But everyone else is unbiased. However, I'm going to be the most biased predictions of all time, alright? So anyway, let's just get started. So, obviously, City's winning the league. Let's be honest. There's no chance anyone's other than City are winning the league. They're too good. They've got all the good players. They've got probably the best midfielder in the world at this point with De Bruyne, even though he's injured. So that might give a little bit of a chance for a team to push ahead, for like a West Ham, I suppose. But I just don't see it happening. Alright, now, second, we're going to go Arsenal, same as last year. They've still got the same team, apart from Declan Rice being added. He's been a good improvement, but I just don't still see him pushing up to get first place with City there, obviously. So that is just not happening. Like, no one. It's just a 3-year-old race for the Champions League at this point. Like that's all it is. No one's going for a title for the next 5 years. It's just going to be City and City alone with all that money they got. Third place, Liverpool. I see Liverpool improving on last year. There's potential for them with their team. You know, with Endo coming in, Slobosly, the entire midfield is being absolutely remade. It just most likely would help them win. I can just see it. You know, you've still got Salah, they managed to keep hold of him, which is great. They've got Alisson still, great keeper, great passer of the ball, obviously. Trent, if Klopp would actually play Trent in midfield, they could full on get second, but it's Klopp, we know he's not going to, so it's clear that they're just going to have to settle with third. Fourth, I'm going to go with a very unusual pick for this one. West Ham. Because West Ham obviously last year won the Conference League, and started this year they sold Rice but brought in 3 great midfielders with Ward-Prowse, Alvarez. They've brought in obviously Kudus, and they've had a great start to the season, I would say. Compared to their normal ability, I can 100% see them doing well here. And if they just keep the form, if they don't drop off mid-season, they'll definitely be up there. 5th, right? They've got Europa League, so they're going to go 5th. Spurs have been decent this season as well, but if Spurs, they're going to drop off. Without Kane, they've actually been alright with Son. They've got a bit more fluidity through the puck at front, but it's still not good enough to get anywhere above Europa League, in my opinion. And joining them, Man United, like it's Man United, they have some Spursy moments, but they're not as bad as Spurs. But I still see them finishing below, with all of the stuff happening with the squads, and they're losing all the players. So obviously, Anthony, Sancho's not exactly in the brightest mood, is he? You know, none of them making some sense. They've had the whole thing with Maguire and his mum coming out and obviously shouting at the people, which I agree with. But it just happens. Conference League, I'm gonna go with Brighton, and we've been seeing Brighton, you know, but they've been doing all right. They have kept all their good players. They sold McAllister obviously for profit. They sold Casado for profit, and then they brought in some more random South American wonder kids, which just seems to be their transfer business most of the time. They'll bring in everyone they can, and I have to see that happening. I don't know why. That's going to be better. That Ciso guy looks good. They brought in. They've still got Estepinian. They've still got Danny Welbeck, the GOAT. They've just beaten Man United, obviously. and they've just got that ability to keep going like that. 8th, Villa. You know, Villa got Conference League this year. I can see them winning it, but I just don't. I think with the extra games, they're gonna sort of struggle a little bit and potentially fumble and go lower than what they did last year. I can still see them getting some form of Conference League, maybe winning a cup or something. I can see them winning the FA Cup or the Champions. What am I on about now? The FA Cup, sorry. If they win the Conference League, that'd be pretty decent. Still West Ham, but I don't think they will. 9th, I'ma say Newcastle. Again, it's the same thing with Villa, really. Just too much extra games. Like if they had, let's get obviously the best thing for Newcastle is to get knocked out of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, because it will then allow them to focus all of their squad on the Champions League and the Premier League. This is what they want. There is a slight chance that they can finish higher, but I just don't see it really, in my opinion. 10th. No, sorry. There you go. 10th. Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea have been dreadful. Their entire bench for this last game I've just seen. They've pretty much played their entire under-21 team instead of their actual starting 11. They're going to lose quite a few people when the African Cup of Nations happens. Not as many as last year, but still a few. I believe Jackson, that striker they've got now, is going to go. I think he's Senegalese. A bit of FIFA knowledge holds me correct. He might not be. He might be from somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, Chelsea obviously not as good as they are. They've clearly hit a whole rebuild with selling all of their old players and selling Mount. So they're going to sell some mid-table positions, and then maybe next couple of years they'll start getting back up into those continental competitions. This one for 11th, I'm gonna go a bit of an unusual one. I'm gonna go Palace. I can just see that happening. I don't fully know why. I can just see with the young squad again, they've not got Vieira anymore. Vieira getting sacked was probably the worst thing they could have made. But I can 100% see them bringing in someone decent, you know. It could work out very well. They could, I don't know, they've got a good young squad. If they don't sell all of them, or if they do sell them at least for a profit, where they probably will end up doing. You know, they've got like the Corey guy, they've got Eze, Elise, a very good young core that they can improve on and obviously get better. And then the last area of this, I'm gonna say Burnley. Now we all know Burnley are very often having some form of good seasons. The one that got Europa League was pretty good, but one promoted team will always do well, and my pick for this year is Burnley, based on what we've seen. Luton and Sheffield United are terrible, they're dreadful, they're going to get relegated most likely, and I just don't see them performing well whatsoever. And you know what, just because I've already said this, I'm going to do it. 20th Sheffield United. You know, they sold all their good players. They sold Diane Berg, Sander Berge. They're just not going to get anything with them. So it is surprising. I'm putting Luton 19th. I just see Luton finishing a little bit higher, about 1 or 2 points. And I don't know the main reason I'm saying this. I just feel like that's what's going to happen. And the finish off relegation zone, Everton, because Everton are going to do better later on in the season, but they've currently had like the worst start to from any Prem team, and I can just see it happening. I don't know really why. I just don't see it. So let's just start again. So 13th, Wolves. I don't know. Wolves are just kind of average. All of these teams are going in there are average. It's just the order that I think that can happen. And obviously, at the end of the season, we're going to come back to this and see how I did. I'm pretty good predictor, I'd say, in my opinion. So I can fully see it happening. 14th, Fulham. And 15th, Brentford. I just... They're both pretty much equal in ability. No Mitrovic for Fulham anymore. You know, no Raya for Brentford. They've lost some of their great players. No Tony for Brentford either. I can see... And Rico Ennis has got injured against Newcastle. I do see Brentford doing well. But I feel like with all these missing players and injuries, they're going to struggle. And that's why they're not going to do as good as they did last time with the 10th place finish. 16th, Bournemouth. You know, a lot of shock for how they managed to survive relegation. They obviously stayed up somehow, and I think they're going to do the same just again. We're talking 7-point difference at most. And last but not least, Forest. I don't like Forest. I'm an Oscar fan, but Forest just have decent amount of players. They proved they were wrong as well, like Bournemouth last year, and they've got a little bit more quality than Luton and Sheffield, and a little bit more than Everton, which is why I can just see them staying up. But yeah, so this is my finished predictions, and we are going to come back and see if I'm right, or if I've been just talking or nonsense. You know, very simple. But yeah, this is it. That's it. So if you can like and subscribe, you know, that'd be very nice. I'm trying to get to 30 subscribers. It's like a little milestone of mine. We're close to it. One away, I believe. So, you know, it'd be very helpful if you could do that. No pressure, obviously. But, me, Ingram, and I'll see you a lot later, you know, yeah? Yeah, right, bye.